We are fully through now week one of the NFL preseason. We've seen every team at least once so far. A couple teams we've seen twice because of the Hall of Fame game. Who stands out to you as some of the biggest winners, maybe, of week one?
How about Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers? I know we had this doom and gloom approach, i.e. me, about their quarterback room. But to be completely honest, if those three guys, whether it's Mason Rudolph, Mitch Trubisky, or even the rookie Kenny Pickett, can play like they did in that game against Seattle, just stable football. The run game looks to be improved. They had a lot of backs gaining a lot of yards behind that revamped offensive line. We know the defense will be good. I think the defense will be even better this year. But if they can get stable play from any one of those guys at quarterback, you have to like their chances of getting to the postseason. Maybe we need to listen to Mike Tomlin when he said he's not worried about anything. The standard is a standard because he's gotten these guys ready to play. Now, granted, it may have been because they're all competing for the starting job, so they played their best. If they can bring their best, which is what we saw earlier in this weekend against the Seahawks, if they could be like that throughout the season, I think this team has a chance to really surprise.
Yeah, maybe there's a reason why Tomlin hasn't had a losing season in 15 years. How about a team that we'll call it the biggest losers of week one?
Right, and losers has a negative connotation, but I feel bad for the New York Jets and quarterback Zach Wilson because all offseason I've been blowing the horn of the Jets are going to be way better than what we saw last year, and that still could happen. You know, luckily for the Jets, it's a meniscus strain or what they are going to call it, 2 to 4 weeks, but let's hope that's all it is. Because now you have to hit the reset button for Zach Wilson. They wanted to build momentum going into the season with this receiving core, with this offensive line. They already suffered a big loss with Mekhi Becton, and now you lose your starting quarterback. He may be out week one against the Baltimore Ravens. And we know how the Ravens start the season every year because they take the preseason seriously. So you just wonder how much this will set this offense back. You hope for the best for Zach Wilson and that he can get back to full strength pretty quickly because I feel like the Jets still have a chance to do something special this year within the AFC East. But you have to look at the Jets, and the fact that they had the major injury in week one of the preseason makes them the biggest loser.
I like how you throw a little bit of positivity there at the end, but some teams have all the pain. The Jets seem to be that team. Emory Hunt, Sportsline analyst, thank you so much. Let's take a look at the slate of preseason games for week two. Some of the notable ones we're looking at. We're talking about the Bears looking for anything positive. They'll be playing in Seattle Thursday night. On Friday, the Patriots playing host to the Panthers. Also on Friday at night, a little bit later, the Packers at home. And then late night Friday, the Rams, defending champs, at home to the Texans.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.